on.
Yeah, Michael came this morning and surprised me at the hotel.
We didn't get any pictures.
So I didn't get any pictures, but I almost cried and I held back my tears. I almost jumped in the car with him, but didn't do so because then I realized the dog was in the car.
Thanks for taking our stuff for us too, so we didn't have to mail it out.
So he took some stuff back to the house for us. But he visited and that made me really happy because I miss him. So that was a surprise. So almost cried and then had to not do that. And then today is Gotti's birthday.
Happy birthday, Squishy!
Happy birthday to Gotti too. Besides Donald's birthday, it's Gotti's birthday. He's five today. He's sleeping like an old man. He doesn't want to go outside because it's too hot by the house. Apparently it's in the high 90s over there too. We just got done eating lunch. We came back to the pig barbecue.
3 pigs.
Because I got really hungry, so I figured let me eat lunch, even though I'm going to pay the ultimate price. Going uphill, we all had, well, you had
I had a wrap.
Tank and I had burgers, and then Tank had some banana pudding that's given free to all the hikers here. If you're through hiking, you get free banana pudding at
3 Little Pigs.
The 3 Little Pigs in Daleville. The little pig.
3 Little Pigs.
Just the little pig in Daleville. Free banana pudding to all through hikers. 3 Little Pigs. Anyway, but I'm sure y'all know about it. It's all over Far Out. So, experience at the Spark Hotel. I will be leaving a review and making a phone call. Not happy. I am a Diamond member for a reason. That means they take a whole lot of my money every year. I didn't get any of my water or snacks. I requested a 30-minute late checkout because I was waiting for my clothes to dry because we hand washed and they didn't dry in the room overnight, so I had to go use the dryer last minute. The only thing they didn't bother me on was I did move everything down to the lobby to pack it there so I can get out of the room by 11 o'clock. Not hiker friendly, no hiker rates, just to let anybody know who's watching in Daleville, the Spark's in. Not the Spark Motel by Hilton, so I will be putting in a complaint. I think that was it. That's all that really happened. We don't barely feel like we really slept. I don't think any of us got good sleep last night. I think we're all just stressing the other 9 miles of a heavy-ass water carry, and it's hard to leave right now because the sky's about to crack open. It is 83 degrees with a real feel of 97, so that just tells you how high the humidity is.
This is the definition of the Virginia blues that everybody gets because they know Virginia is really long, and we're not even halfway through it.
We're definitely not the only ones.
We're not the only ones, which is, but it is on our brains.
Yeah.
We just want to get out of here.
Everyone is basically in town and trying to readjust their weights because of humidity.
Yeah.
They're swapping out gear now to try to make themselves lighter.
3 liters of water.
Yeah, we're all carrying well over 30
bull
pounds, and it's just hot and sweaty. We're breaking a whole lot.
We just want to get out of Virginia.
Videotaping a whole lot because we're so sweaty. The phone's just falling right out of my hand. I can't even work the controllers. Everything is just sweat.
We just want to get out of Virginia.
Probably
the pretty part's over, so we're done.
Yeah, we're probably not going to get to camp until late, just because we have a 9-mile hike to get to a camp where there's water out of town. 5 miles of it's going up, 4 going down. And personally, I'm taking pack breaks. I am not going to walk soaking wet like that. My pack needs to come off. I need to dry up, or the bugs are just going to keep eating on me.
I can't help it. Mine won't ever dry. Mine won't dry, so I'll take a pack break, but not to dry off because my shit, I don't want to dry.
Yeah,
I just keep sweating.
Taking the pack break, my shit dries up, so I need to dry up, and that's going to eat me up. It's buggy.
You see the color of my shirt now? Watch how dark it'll be in about 10 minutes.
I think it's in video how wet you were the last time.
Yeah, it's like, this is
I
how
tried
my
to get
shirt...
the video with it dropping off your head and like teardrops, but...
This was how it's supposed to look.
I'm not hiking like that. It's not comfortable. It's miserable for me. So if I gotta stop, I'm gonna stop. I'm out here to have fun and enjoy it, and I'm not gonna hike miserable. So we can all hike our own hike. If somebody wants to go forward, they can go forward. We all know where I'm meeting at, because I can't hike in misery. I don't think you want to hike in misery either.
No, I don't want to.
I don't want to, but
I'd rather take the breaks and get there later than earlier. I'm in no rush. It's just sleep. It's just pitching a tent and sleeping for me, so I'd rather just take longer, I guess, and not kill myself.
We're going to the bathroom.
Uh-oh. It was the beans from last night.
The beans.
The beans from last night. Tank had beans again. He's got to go potty. So, but anyway, we're off to head out to some creek in Ooh, look, there's even ants out here on my back. We're heading out to some creek in 9 miles from here.
Woohoo!
We got to see some of our friends who are actually behind us a little bit for injuries. Seems a lot of people are getting injuries at this portion of the trail too. Everyone's coming off for like a week or so healing up from injuries, or like I said, it's
Offloading, making evaluations on the weight in the water.
yeah. Once we go into trail, there is a sign saying we're a third of the way, and it seems a third of the way is where everybody's getting their ass kicked. Our knees are starting to hurt on the downs, not the ups, from the impact of the weights, and now it's less pain up, but more pain going down. Our cardio where it needs to be, the humidity's just killing it right now. You know, right before this humidity hit, we were moving, and then the humidity hit, and it slows you down.
Heavy water carries too.
Yeah.
Long water carries.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we're not the only ones. We heard from a lot of people that the humidity is just awful. The bugs are killing everybody. The gnats are from start to finish. There is no escaping the gnats right now. They don't go away and come out at night. They are there 24/7 in our
That's
face.
why I can't wait to get out of Virginia.
I don't know. I heard others complaining that they're bad all the way up, though.
Well,
so.
I mean, that's black flies and everything up there, but it's just Virginia's never ending, and it's a morale suck.
Well, we're gonna get through it. We are going to get through it. It's the motivation of getting out of town, but we're gonna get through it. We know we get to stop in 4 days, so that's a plus. In 4 days, we get another shower. We get to get a resupply on food. So every 4 days, we get to stop. So we just have to battle it out.
We can't carry all that food and all this water.
Yeah.
It's
Well, nobody is.
no,
It's
that's
not
what I'm
us.
saying. Nobody.
Nobody's
No,
carrying.
I'm saying us, like collectively,
Yeah.
like hikers cannot
Yeah.
carry.
There's guys that are doing 3 days and coming off.
I smell rain. Oh, it's raining.
Yeah, I said it. Might as well wait for it to pass. It was going to crack open. It's a quick little storm. That we might even wait for it to pass. There's just no sense being all dry and stepping out into it when it's going to pass right over us in a few minutes. So we might just wait it out. Like I said, we get to camp at 8 o'clock. We still have plenty of time to pitch and go to bed. I mean, it's still 12 hours of sleep. If 12 hours of sleep is needed if we get there at 8. So I'm not in a rush to go get soaking wet. If I'm halfway through on the way there and I get soaking wet, so be it. But to actually leave from a dry spot to get cracked on, there's no reason for it. We're just going to be soaking wet and miserable before the start up the hill. So, anyway, that's it. That's all we got.
No more
Yeah.
complaints.
It's not complaining. It's life of the trail. We're explaining it. I don't think it's a complaint. I
No
think
more
we're...
complaints. No, I meant like
Oh.
no more complaints. Time to go.
Oh.
But now it's raining, so no more complaints. Now we just wait for the rain.
I think we're just explaining what it is like out here. Not all of it is fun and dandy.
Oh, no,
it's
not
still
all is,
something
no.
we want to do. It's just that we have to readjust to weather and
And
what it
complain.
carries and everything else.
And complain.
We're all basically agreed upon with each other every day. It's something different from someone else, but the same thing, just a different day on how we feel. But yup, that's about where we're at. Yeah, some of these guys are only doing 3 days of food.
Still video?
Yeah, it's just a shuttle out to get food, but too hot. So we shall see how it goes with the rest of Virginia, and yeah, as soon as this cloud passes, we're out. Which looks like it'll be passing next year. It's almost over.
You can see it behind us.
Yeah, it's almost coming over us. So, all right, we're gonna turn this off because we don't need no hour-long YouTubes. Again, they eat up my phone uploading, and nobody really watches the whole thing anyway. So,
And then people say, poor Tank, we don't let him talk. So,
yeah.
toodaloo.
I can get a bellyache right now.
Oh no.
Tank has
Well,
a belly.
you have until those gray clouds.
He had beans and banana pudding. He has a belly.
Pepto-Bismol yourself.
You all can say poor Tank now. Anywho.
The Kroger's right there. We can get you
We're going to turn it off right now.
Tummy trouble medicine.
We will turn it back on later when we're in the wood line. Goodbye. So we are back in the wood line. And the crazy thing is that in about a mile, we cross over 81 again. And yes, there's definitely a thought in my head with the humidity and the rain to get off at that section and call it a night, LOL. Good morning.
Hello.
It is day 91. Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Tank right here. Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Mike. Happy Father's Day, Nick.
Yep.
And all the other daddies out there. Not many pictures and videos yesterday. It was raining and I wasn't feeling good. So shit like that's gonna happen.
Nobody's feeling good.
It's I don't know, maybe a bug or something, but I got like 41 or 42 more miles until we hit the next town. So gonna battle through it and hopefully be able to rehydrate back up and see if this little bug goes away. But instead of walking the wood line, we decided to bounce out and walk the Blue Ridge Parkway, get a little more air in my face.
The very thin ridge line and the trail on the Blue Ridge.
Yeah. The trail's right up.
Yeah.
Right up in there.
Yeah, I just posted pictures. The trail coming out and the trail going in. We're not going to have many views. It's very foggy. There's a little more rain. Yeah, the road is closed. So, I mean, there's a couple of cars that may come up here, but probably not because it's gated. So the section behind us is all closed off for repair. So I don't see many cars coming up this way, especially today with the storm rolling in. Yeah. There's no views. You can see it's very foggy. And behind us, there's absolutely no one coming up behind us because the gate's closed. So we only have to watch oncoming traffic. But it's a little more air, I think, out of the wood line. Yeah. The trail literally is right there.
Oh, it's over there, yeah.
Like you literally right up there on the cliff and you can see the Blue Ridge. So why not walk the hardball for a little bit and get some air? The gnats are awful again.
Yeah, gnats and ticks.
Either way, we're walking without water. So we're fully loaded. We don't get water till we get down to Jennings Creek. And that's where I think we're going to stop for the night. It'll be like a 12-mile hike today. And that's about it. If any of these clouds or fog disappears, I'll get some pictures. But when I'm not sweaty and not feeling good, it's not the day to be always pulling my phone out. So, I mean, there's not much to see anyway, so you're not missing anything. There really hasn't been no views or anything. I think we tripled Crown, and that was the most exciting part. Yep. And I know I got plenty of pictures and videos of that, and shit, some of the videos are like 64 minutes, so I'm just going to combine yesterday and today's together. I'm already out of breath. Yeah, I'm under the weather. I'm not feeling good. I shouldn't be out of breath. I mean, literally. I'm not even like, I mean, I'm going uphill, but I'm not going uphill. I think it's a small hill, so I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to put the phone down and get my head back and concentrate on hiking, walking, whatever we're calling it today. So I'll get on here if anything comes up, or I'll take a picture of the next overlook of the no views. And we'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy your Father's Day, everybody.
Happy Father's Day, Dad. Happy Father's Day, Papa.
Here you go. All right, see y'all later.
See ya.
So you can literally see how the trail comes out, crosses back in, and it's going to do this for quite a ways. So that's why a lot of people walk the Blue Ridge. Because you really don't get many views from on the trail as you would get from the Blue Ridge, and there's nothing really out there that since it just runs parallel with the road anyway.
Plus, it's kind of fun to walk on the road and there's
Yeah.
no cars on here.
And it's kind of cool being on the... We got a little breeze, which is really nice, and we're not going to get in the tree line, so keeping the bugs off us. Because it was really natty in the grass and all, so... Hit bugs, see the bugs flying. But at least we have a nice breeze. And like I said, so far, there's only been one car up at an overlook, and a ranger came up the road so far, so I think we'll be safe. And there is grass we can ditch onto to get out of the road. But yeah, it's kind of cool being able to walk the Blue Ridge with no vehicles. Yeah, different. So anyhow, I'm just liking the breeze and the cooler air.
That's great. Really nice.
Like,
Bummed about the views,
keep
but-
the sweat away a little bit. I mean, it was still sweaty because we're going up and downhill. The Blue Ridge is not flat at all. Everybody knows the Blue Ridge is not flat, but it's kind of cool getting the breeze right now, because I have a feeling we're going to be sleeping in very high humidity, and we'll be down by a creek. It's going to be pretty buggy. So
Possibly. We're hoping not, but
we'll see when we get there. It still is 12 miles ahead, and weather changes by the mile out here, so you just never know. Here's a little view from our trail today. Rainy skies all up and around us. Those are our views.
Where'd she go?
I don't know. Maybe she's peeing.
Right behind her.
Maybe she stopped to pee. Yeah, you can see the views. It's rainy out there. We can hear thunder from afar. A couple of drops on us, but thank God nothing crazy. But the wind and breeze is definitely gone. Not as good as it was on the Blue Ridge, so. But yeah, she's right there. She might have stopped to pee. So, those are our views. All right, so we're walking up to the shelter right now. I don't know how many miles we're in, maybe 6, maybe 7, I don't know. But we're gonna stop here at this shelter, and we're going to take a break, eat some food, and then we have just shy of 7 miles to get to the shelter that we plan on eating at tonight. So,
Nice. Handicap station.
yeah, the one that we plan on sleeping at. So the wind picked up a little bit. It's a good place to stop.
Oh.
You might want to not sit there. Is yours not on a rock?
No, this end that we're sitting on is longer than that end.
Oh, we're all on a rock.
Like a teeter-totter.
So you need to move over. Can you find a spot? He's flipping the table. Where are you going to sit at?
Right here.
there, but as soon as
But
I
you're
sit
going
down,
to take
it'll
your
level it.
pack off.
Oh, you motherfucker.
Once I sit down, it'll level it.
Anyway, so we're going to stop here at this shelter because the wind picked up pretty good, which is awesome to take a break at, because the bugs left. The bugs left us, and we can dry the sweat off of us because we're all saturated from the humidity.
You can sit down now.
So we're going to eat some food, and then we have just about 7 miles to go to the shelter we're sleeping at tonight. So, time to eat. Goodbye. All right, so we're down here at Jennings Creek. We took the little path from the bridge down so we can get some water. We got 3.8 to go until we get to the shelter that we're staying at tonight. A little drizzling. Yeah, Brian's shelter. It's supposed to be really nice. So we'll check it out when we get there, but that's where we're staying for the night. It's drizzling on and off. Hasn't been anything crazy, just a drizzle, some thunder roaring. But we do have a steep climb before we head down the hill, so it's about 2 miles up and 2 miles down, and then we'll be done for the day. So we'll see y'all later. All right, so we are here at the Bryant Ridge shelter. There's a table, a really big deck, as you can see. So we have a nice wraparound porch in case it rains on us tonight. Tons of room because, shoot, even if the shelter was filled, you could sleep right here on the deck. Tons of places to sit. It's kind of cool. The windows have like a plexiglass on it. And then there's some airflow up there. And there is an upper level, which is kind of cool. Let's see if I can show it to you. Let me get up here. So up there is a loft. Kind of cool. Very cool. So there's sleeping up there also. I'm not sure if it's any cooler up there, but it is pretty warm and humid. There is no breeze whatsoever down here. So hopefully when we cool down, we won't be as hot. And 70 degrees tonight will not feel too awful with the humidity. Maybe it'll rain and we'll get some breeze, but we'll see. This is the closeout video because I still don't feel good. We pushed Miles, and we're gonna push Miles again tomorrow so we can get closer to the town. So, like I said, the phone's not gonna be out much, but I did what I could do. So, have a good night.
Toodaloo.
Good morning.
Hello.
Day 92. We woke up to raining. We're done packing up. We had the shelter to ourselves, but it was very muggy out.
Nothing dried.
Nothing dried. Everything, I think, got wetter. Wetter from the moisture in the air. And then, yeah, so...
Mouse invasion.
Oh, yeah, we had a mouse invasion.
The mouse hit Stacy and Tank's bag last night. Got on the outside of mine, but thank God, didn't get on the inside of mine. I can't do mice, so that sucks. We're going to push to town, I think. We got 25 miles to town, so we may have to stay out here another night. So... I don't know, but we smell really bad. The sweat yesterday and then the rain and nothing drying out or airing out. We can't even stand our own stink, and we've only been out here for 2 days. So we haven't done laundry since Roanoke.
Yeah, proper laundry.
Yeah.
Even shower laundry.
We didn't do it in Daleville, so we just really stink. We can't stand our own smell, so it's moist. It's raining on and off. It looks like it may taper off and we'll just get wet from trees, which means more humidity with the sun trying to come out. But we have a 10-mile climb up and then we'll take it from there. I don't think we can get out unless it's the Blue Ridge. If not, we'll have to push to town. So we'll see what the weather's like. And we'll see how bad we smell. Yeah, we gotta get up this 10 miles before we even get to the Blue Ridge. So I think the Blue Ridge puts us at like 15 miles. Town is 25.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. We're going to wake up and get into it again. The gnats are coming out though, so it's time to move.
Gnats and the bees
So,
are waking up.
day 92, getting back on trail. All right, so we made it up to the first mountain. We had to take a little, I should say a bunch of breaks to not overheat ourselves. It only felt good when it was raining on us. We are heading down. We have probably around another half mile down to get to water, so we're hoping it's a better source than what we had this morning, so we can all drink some nice, cold, better water than what we have been drinking. The bugs are pretty awful. The gnats are bad. Obviously, the rain stopped. It's a little shady, so that's helping. The sun's not beating on us, but it's wet. I haven't been pulling out the phone because we are in a rattlesnake area, so I am concentrating on snakes. One scared the shit out of Tank coming out. He didn't expect it. The grass is really overgrown and tall here, so they're in there somewhere hiding, so... But you cross them and you spook them, they just go swiveling away really quickly. So just keeping an eye out for snakes. But it was a hard climb up this morning because of the temperatures. We're trying to push to town today as best as we can. We have a whole lot of elevation. We did about 4 up. We still have another 6 to go of up elevation coming up. So We'll see. We'll see how the day goes. Otherwise, there's not much to see out here. There were no views at the top of the mountain. It was just a ridge line with overgrown grass. So yeah, not much to really show you. And when we're dying and exhausted and overheated and grouchy, I'm not going to put on the camera. We all want to shower. We don't want to hike miserable. And we can smell ourselves. Nevertheless, the person next to us and the nets are clearly attracted to it. We weren't able to get the salt off of us last night because the humidity was just awful. Nothing dried, so we just put wet clothes back on of salt. So, I don't know, but we're moving. We're probably about, when we get to the water, I think we're about 5.5 miles in for the day. So we have a lot more to go. It's just taking a while with these temperatures to get up the mountains. Safely, I should say, so we don't overheat. But yeah, all right, down to the water we go. Fingers crossed it's good and cold. So we're here at the water source, and not as freshing as we want, but it's flowing. You can see there's a flow coming down. We were hoping for a bigger flow and a colder flow, but that's all we got. Looks better than this morning's though. So that's our water source for now. Water has not been a good thing out here for the past few days for sure. It's either long stretches without, or some of them have been dried up. But we can get some from here, and it looks better than this morning, so it'll work. So a little conversation and what I learned with almost 700 and what are we at? Like 68 miles in. It's very hot and humid. There's no escaping it. So enjoy your downs. Enjoy the downhill. Go real slow. Let your body cool down. Drink your water. Eat some snacks as you're moving. But just go slow. Even though sometimes the steep down is worse on your knees at a slow pace. It just definitely helps because you know that once you go down, you got to climb back up again. So, and if I race going down, I'm not making it up. So, I'm just going to enjoy the trail on the downs. Because that's when you can smile. And it's the smiles before the miles on the downs. Right? Right?
What?
Goodbye. Hello.
Hello.
Damn, my feet stink.
You was just supposed to try saying hello. Go take another shower. Go soak them in the pool.
I will.
We're in Lexington,
Yes.
Virginia. You're gonna keep putting your head in front of my face? That is so rude. No, get in front of the camera. Just don't put your head in my face. You could be on camera. That's better. I look like I have one of those sash robes on. How cool. Anyway, hydration. We're in Lexington. We did chores.
No, we haven't. You guys did chores. I didn't.
Tank still has to do laundry. He probably has to take 4 more showers. Apparently his feet stink. He has to go downstairs to shit. I mean, yeah, just Tank is Tank, but he's too busy watching some blind spot, I guess, on Netflix, so he doesn't know how to leave the chair and get away from the TV. However, we did walk to Walmart.
Yeah.
And did our resupply.
Reluctantly, but we did.
And we did go to Applebee's, and everybody had a steak.
Trying to get some nutrition.
Yeah, we're not leaving the hotel tomorrow. We're taking a True Zero right here in our beds and hydrating. Ever since we left Daleville.
We've been sick.
Actually, ever since we left the Home to Suites. What town was that? when we met up with Mike.
Roanoke.
Roanoke. Ever since we left Roanoke, I've been off my game. Ever since I fell and rolled,
We've been in a
I have
nosedive.
really been off my game. I am going from not feeling well digestively to now it's allergies. I can't breathe. I'm all stuffed up. Last night my throat was hurting. It has been
digestive issues. If
Yeah.
you know what we mean.
I think I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's 800. We're almost 800 miles in, and my body is just F you. This is rough. Anybody who thinks this is easy, we are dealing with.
Just walking.
Yes.
The last couple of days along the Blue Ridge, it's almost like the swamps. It's so humid.
Yeah.
We walked a lot of the
And
Blue Ridge Parkway to think
so
we could get
wet,
out of the tree
nasty,
air and did the Blue Ridge hike, and it wasn't no better. It went from cloudiness to raining to
Hot pavement.
all of a sudden the sun came shining, and then it's the moisture coming up. It's been a hell of the past 4 days. Picture wise, barely can get the screen. Tank's Face
Pouring
ID
rain.
wasn't even working because
I couldn't
the
open my phone for a whole
screens are-
day because it was wet.
It was so
Yeah.
slimy that it wouldn't even let me press buttons on the
I
phone.
think I
Phone.
hit
My phone.
record and I was actually not recording. It was actually stopped, and then I would hit record and realize, oh shit, I didn't record that. That was supposed to be the start button, and it wound up being a stop. I mean, it's been hell, and I think our bodies are taking a toll. We're almost 800 in. We're exhausted. The heat is insane. Our bodies are definitely not used to this. The weight drop. We all jumped on scales today.
20 pounds.
Yeah. I'm just shy of 20 pounds. She lost 20 pounds. Tank's up
He's
to
almost at
losing
50.
45.
Yeah, I don't even know the last time he was 200 pounds. Not since I've known him, so that's a long ass time. So, yeah, we're just beaten up. And hydration, I mean, we are so dehydrated. Water has been awful the past 70 miles.
Oh, yesterday, I sat down and dislocated my knee,
Yeah.
and it took
This
like
didn't
10
go.
minutes to pop
Yeah.
it back into place. And then when we got here last night, I crossed my leg to wipe my feet, and my my thigh cramped up, and I couldn't even stand up for like 10 minutes.
It's been bad.
Yeah.
It took forever to release that cramp
So we're just run down.
in the same leg.
So we made a decision. We're going to take a true zero tomorrow. We're not leaving this hotel. We'll get back on trail up at the Blue Ridge parking spot. Again, they'll drop us off there. We'll leave from there, but we're going to fully hydrate. The temps is still going to be like 102 to 105 real feels.
We can't get out of it, but at least we can hydrate.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
supposed to
rest.
rain, I think, the worst tomorrow.
Yeah. Rest and get better.
Hydration for sure. I think we're all a little bit of dehydrated and don't even know it. So we're trying to avoid that.
It's only
So we
one.
can hydrate with any type of water if we cannot drink water because we're sick of water. Something a little better with electrolyte
My
slash
Gatorade's in the fridge.
and food. I'm watching my food intake while we're in town. I figured one good steak is good, and I'm not heavy eting for sure.
I got
we got lunch for
crispy
tomorrow.
vegetables from the store, so I'm gonna have veggie tray.
Yeah, I did. I got macaroni salad.
I do too, but I've got some crispy vegetables.
I didn't. I went to Chick-fil-A. First time in 3 months.
Oh, I got that. Yeah, we got Chick-fil-A. But
Yeah.
today and
3
tomorrow,
months.
like tonight, I'll probably dig into my veggie tray later, and then macaroni and the rest of my
I
veggie
had
tray.
two slices of 7-Eleven pizza with a soda, $5 deal. But yeah, so anyway, we're just not really gonna do anything. We all have our lunch and our snacks to not have to leave here tomorrow. I went down to the pool and soaked my feet for a little bit in the cold water. But yeah, we're just staying here. We're not leaving until we have to leave. Thursday morning, we'll head back out on trail. We'll all get back in the game. We're all just gonna put our heads back in the
Get
game.
our minds right.
Yeah, we all fell out of it for a little bit. Me not feeling good, and then it puts me in a damper, and I'm not my happy-go-lucky self. I don't want to take pictures. I don't want to videotape. I look in a mirror, and I feel like I aged 10 years in the past week. I mean, it's the sweat pimples to bug bites of gnats all along my hairline
I got
from
a
gnats.
sweat rash on my back that's itchy.
Yeah.
From my backpack, from me being so sweaty, and then my back's, so I got like huge rashes right here where my shoulder straps
Yeah.
on it, and it's gonna turn into a MRSA infection if I'm not careful.
the tick on me, I literally was in tears when the tick jumped on me. Like, I'm just like, we're tripping, we're toe picking.
Accidents are gonna start happening, being this tired and dehydrated.
Yeah.
So we just need to come off and regroup, get these little brains right.
I was toe picking so bad that he was in front of me watching for the snakes because I was getting tired of staring down. My neck was just becoming agony looking down because the snakes have been god awful the past few days. I mean, literally, one scared the shit out of him. He actually jumped from one, but
They come at me.
he's hitting the toe pick rocks and roots with his foot. So as I'm looking down, I'm making sure I don't trip and roll down the hill again. But yeah, I mean, the head clogging, I think. I don't know if that's allergies or just dehydration or I don't know. I've just not been on my A game.
Yeah, the water's been there,
awful.
but it's been like frog
So
ponds.
you haven't wanted to drink.
Yeah, that's the other problem.
That video was good. That video I have of the water
Of the
sauce and me
frog pond?
bitching about of the water and what our water's been looking like. Like, I literally changed out my drinking water bottle because it was so gross the past 2 days. The coloring was just, it's not that it tasted real bad.
No, it wasn't bad. It's
But
just
the
it
coloring-
messes with your head.
Yeah, and
You don't want to drink.
I fully washed out my catadine and my other storage water bottles. I had to get out of my head with the heat. I think we went into it and I tried to lessen my load, and for some reason my pack felt heavier, but yet I weighed my pack and my pack's still at 32 max on a full day, so it just feels heavier, which probably is exhaustion.
Just the heat and everything just weighs you down.
And then we're drenched. I think there's part of that video clip in here from that morning. So like, we're not drying, we're hanging our clothes up to dry, and it's so humid out
Humid, it's not
that we're just
dry.
waking up and putting our salted, nasty, wet clothes back on. It's gross. I mean, luckily we have something to turn it to sleep, but when you wake up sweating in your clean clothes, I mean, we stunk so bad. My pack's hanging over the window drying. She took a shower with hers.
I took my pack in the shower.
Like, we were just, everything just, all our shoes are ruined already. Like,
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
between the rain and the humidity, it's just,
What did I clean the other day and I was just blown away?
my
Oh, my
socks
my
just keep
underwear.
coming out muddy. Well, let's not discuss you cleaning your underwear.
Oh, in the shower. Shower laundry.
Yeah. Shower laundry did not work for us at the last day. We tried to just stay and leave,
Shower laundry
and
is so gross.
yeah, it didn't work for us. So Daleville wasn't the best place to rest for us for some reason. I think that time into resupply was just not resting.
No, I don't know.
I don't know what
I think we were
happened.
so. I mean, we had to go in for food, but I think we were already, there was a carryover of, you know,
Yeah.
the visit and all of us wanting to go home. And
But we
had
really
many
didn't take a
opportunities
zero.
to
We
go
hiked
home.
in. We got in kind of early, went and ate. Then next morning we hiked out, but we hiked back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we really didn't get a zero.
No, but we still did miles, so.
Yes, a lot of miles.
It just, I think there was a lot of
I think
carryover.
it doesn't
from
matter.
that.
Even if you're getting a ride back out when you come in at
I know.
nighttime, it's not a 0 day. When you have to come in at night and leave the next morning, it's not a 0. It's
Yeah.
so what? You're sleeping in a bed, but you're
And you still
going
weren't
back
feeling
out to
good,
the
and we went out
humidity.
because, you know, you weren't feeling
Yeah,
good. And
probably should have took longer there, but whatever. We're doing it here. Lesson learned. We have to really, really start listening to our bodies, and we're all going to react differently at different times. I know my head has to get back into the game, and that's what I'm working on right now, is getting my head back into the game. I don't want to feel defeated,
Yeah.
so I know I can do this, and that's my big thing. I just need to put it in my head that things can be better. Not every day is fun out here, for sure. It is not
Right.
fun, and anybody who thinks this trail is easy, it is not easy. Yes, we choose to do this trail 100%. This is all by decision. We are not forced to do
I
this.
knew it wasn't going to be
It would-
easy, but
It would be easy if we came out and hiked for 3 or 4 days and went home for a week.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then come out and hike for 3 or 4
Right.
days and go home
But
for
it's a
week.
constant moving, and then
Every day. You're not.
I think when you
you're
get
always
stuck in
out
your
here.
own head of being somewhat depressed or just miserable about the weather or the heat, you
Yes.
sort of, it sticks.
Even
It's
though
very
we're-
hard to come out of your head.
Even though we're in the hotel for a day or two, you know you're going back out
No.
there.
No. But we're not going to think that. Like, we're
No.
going to be happy going out there this time. We're really just going to, like I said, everyone's going to decompress and rethink what's in their head and go back out there with smiles, because it's smiles before miles, and we have
Right.
to go back to smiling. yeah, I mean, we still have a little bit of a struggle of a lot of incline, but I think after the next like 20 or 30 miles, it actually smooths out. So
Yeah.
it'll be some easy
find
trekking. Yeah.
We'll find out.
The plan is to not go back in until Waynesboro, maybe grab some snacks halfway between here and Waynesboro.
There's
or
like a
stop
really
at the
fun,
brewery.
yeah, there's a really fun like brew house and
Yeah,
tap house, whatever.
Might
on the
go
way.
camp at that.
And they have a camping and tenting area, like Tent City, and
It's all
they have
free.
like really good food and showers. So that's going to be our next stop.
Yeah,
So.
and then just try to get to Waynesboro and then decide from there when we have to come back in to resupply. But anyway, we'll keep it short. These days are all combined together because between the phone and videos and sweat and me not
Sickness
feeling
and-
good,
Yeah, it's just been.
you all might think it's crazy that you can't hold the phone and record and take pictures, but when you're not feeling good and you're dizzy and
or
you're,
when it's pouring its ass off,
yeah, I mean my
you
phone.
can't have your phone out.
And I
So,
say too, the phone is waterproof, but it's hard to work the phone and hold
yeah,
the
you
phone
can't.
when you're
your
wet,
hands are
sweaty.
wet,
and
the phone's wet, like it's awful. So.
it's just.
Ooh, that burns.
And I do like to talk to my husband every day, so I am trying to keep my battery and keep the phone good because I don't want to have to worry about replacing a phone on trail. So,
Been using a lot of that.
but yeah. So, anywho, that's basically where we're at. So, hope you enjoy the few little clips.
Few days.
I don't think anyone else took pictures. I
I
asked them.
didn't. No,
Nobody else
my-
pulled out their
I
camera.
have a picture of
Couldn't
one of
you
the
unlock
snakes,
my phone?
and I saw a rhinoceros at one of our water stops. I have a picture of that. I can send it to her, but
Yeah, but we don't really.
everything else, it was
much.
raining, and like I said, for one day I couldn't even open my phone because
Yeah.
it was so humid that I couldn't even get my phone to open.
And I honestly think when Gina's miserable, everybody else is miserable, and I
Well,
don't know
just-
how.
I mean, I'm usually pretty quiet out there anyway. I'm not usually really.
I
I'm
don't
just
like
walking.
being quiet. I like being bubbly, so I definitely need to figure out.
Sometimes I'll
what's
sing
going
or
on.
whatever, but most of the time I'm just head down walking.
Actually, I know what's going on. It's 102 fucking degrees.
That's
It's
what I'm saying.
humid. It's raining on and
Yes.
off. This guy is shaking the trees over my head.
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps in 102 degrees,
Yeah.
which obviously is
Freezing.
not healthy. I'm
I
dropping
was shaking
weight.
the trees because the water fell down and it cooled us
And
off.
it felt so good, but I was so afraid I was going to go into shock. That it was going to freaking make me drop dead on the trail. So at the same time, I should not be getting goosebumps when you're walking at 100 degrees, and that means your body is reacting to this heat. Like, I don't want to have a heat stroke. So it's talking and breathing. I put up a little clip on here about downhill. I'm really taking my downhills a lot slower right now, but I'm not going to repeat what I said on the clip. But yeah, I'm not running down the hills anymore. I'm taking them slow right now because every time we go down, we got to go back up.
Yeah.
So I have to prepare myself for these ups because it has been 1,000-foot ups the past few miles. Some of them a little over
It's
1,000.
been 4 to 5 miles of just
Up.
Steady.
Exhausting. And the downs, everyone's like, oh, well, you're going down. Well, the downs are just as painful as far as your bones go.
Yeah.
Knees and
you
your
can't-
back and your
You
shoulders.
can't get a pace going because of rocks, sticks, holes.
Yeah, and then the
Snakes.
mud and the snakes have been awful. There's so much high grass. It's not very pretty right now. Even the Blue Ridge, we didn't get great views, so there's not many pictures of the Blue
It's
Ridge.
been
But
foggy and raining.
I don't know how people run this. I don't.
they're more athletic than we are.
No, it's crazy.
They've been doing it forever. It's sort of like, the ones that get on
Like
their dirt
Dragon
bikes and
Street.
go
How the
up.
hell do you run down that?
Because they've been doing it forever.
You can't run down that.
It's just crazy.
Well, they can. We can't.
They also aren't wearing packs and
Yeah.
that either. They
I mean,
got
it's
mud
just like
vests.
saying, like, the younger kids are being affected to how we're being affected in our 50s to the heat and the exhaustion, where we're hoping we just adapt to it. And a lot of these hikers younger than us, we just talked about that back in the days. We didn't
don't
feel the
remember
heat
being
like
this hot.
this. I don't remember coming in and crying that I was sweating because it was humid out and didn't want to be outside playing.
We just were outside.
Yeah, I said it too. We're dragging 3 kids around. I don't remember sweating so bad with 3 kids. We're just getting older, hormonals and body changes, I guess. But we're gonna
Anyway.
figure it out. I was looking at the store today, which I'm still gonna Google. If anybody knows of maybe a way you can stay hydrated, like as if we take a vitamin,
Mm-hmm.
where it's not something that we have to drink in a beverage.
Right.
If it's something we can pop.
Probably not.
Probably
I was
not.
really hoping like I can find like or a throat lozenge of some sort that has like maybe like the liquid IV or something in
Most,
it.
Probably
most
tastes
gum
disgusting.
and candy almost makes you thirsty.
Yeah.
You think there would be some kind of like, you know, they make the Ultralite kid freeze pops, maybe
Maybe in
something
the
in a
future.
candy form
Maybe in the
that we can
future.
suck on. The water is getting old, you all. Like, I can't keep drinking that fishy water. It's just getting boring. But anyway, I'll figure it out. Hydration. Because literally, I have been drinking. I drank a bottle of water last night. I'm on half of this, and I still feel. Drank water with dinner.
Drinking Gatorade. My other one is in.
And I'm
the fridge.
still feeling dehydrated, so whatever. It'll bounce back. But that's it. Mucinex for me. I'm gonna try to clear whatever's going on here out.
Hydrate and
So,
rest.
there won't be any pictures or videos because
Itchy
Gina will be
rash.
sleeping.
Yeah.
No pictures or videos when Gina's sleeping neither. But that's it. Well, sorry about the little bit of clips. And
Sorry.
we'll do a video tomorrow. We're just all gonna go to bed.
Yep.
Your fan club wants you to speak, Tank.
No, they don't.
Oh, they only like your private videos when you're dissing on
Oh
us.
yeah.
When I'm dishing you,
Dissing
Dissing.
us.
dishing you.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
When you're talking about us being
What?
jabberjaws.
wasn't talking about them.
Yapping.
Mm. Say goodbye to your fan
You'll
club.
know when I
Say
talk
goodbye.
about them. Goodbye.
Toodaloo.